Let's practice some verb blends. Now, when we are saying verbs, a lot of times, so many words in natural spoken English get blended. But in verb blends, there are some common ones that if we learn, can make us sound even more like a native when we're speaking. First, we're on a. These are from our story. We're on a becomes we're on a. One more point here, you guys. I want you to always practice it slowly first before going into the abbreviated spoken term. The reason is, if you just skip practicing it slowly like this and you go straight into here, it sounds really strange when you try and say it. I've heard this a lot with my students. They don't focus enough on this slow version and then they're just like, we're on a vacation. We're on a. And then it gets to the point where you can't understand what they're saying. So practice it slow first and then move on to the shorter version. We're on a. We're on a. We're on a. Good. Next, they were on a break when the teacher walked in. Went to. Went to becomes went to. Went to. I went to the gym after school. Went to. Want to becomes wanna. Do you want to come over later? Wanna. Have to becomes have to. I have to finish this before I leave. Have to. Check it out becomes check it out. You should really check it out. It's hilarious. This dad joke, so funny. You'll get a kick out of it. Order it becomes order it. I'll order it after I read some reviews. Order it. What did I talk about before? That there are two ways to pronounce to. So let's go through this together. First, we have our weak to. T. T. This is used in normal connected speech when to is not stressed, which is 95% of the time. You are usually going to use this to, which is t. But the strong to, which is to, is used at the end of a sentence if we're correcting or emphasizing, or if you want a clear contrast and emphasis when you're talking. Why do Korean learners usually get this wrong? That's because they overuse the strong to. There's a good reason for this. Actually, it's because where do you guys usually learn your English? From textbooks. And in textbooks, you're going to hear this strong to more often than the weak to in most grammatical textbooks that you see. So let's practice connecting the weak to smoothly to the verb. I have to leave. Oh, we studied have to earlier, right? Have to. I have to leave. She wants to cry. She wants to cry. She wants to cry. 여기는 진짜 어색하게 들리고 얘기하면 it doesn't come out for me. She wants to cry. Number 3. We're ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's leave. Let's hit the road. He's going to work. He's going to work. Now, here is where we can actually use the strong to. Let's take a look. Are you coming? I want to. This is at the end of a sentence. That's where we're going to use that strong to. I want to. You didn't have to. Oh, if you get a gift, you might say, you didn't have to. Thank you. This is also at the end of a sentence. Now, what about this one? He didn't tell me, but he told you and not to me? What are we doing here? We're emphasizing that he told you, but not me. We want to emphasize that in the sentence, kind of show our anger, our frustration, so we put this to a strong to. He didn't tell me, but he told you, and not to me? What? 이런 느낌이에요. So, one more time, the strong to is at the end of a sentence, or if we want to put extra emphasis in the sentence. Now, let's talk about flap T's. What is a flap T? This, in American English, a flap T is when the T sound is pronounced like a quick D or D. This usually happens when the T is between two vowel sounds. So we have an A and an A, or an E and an O, two vowel sounds. Or when the syllable after the T is not stressed, so we're blending or linking together. For example, smooth like butter, butter. Butter 말고 butter. Later, later. City, city. Water, water. Now, all of these words are words that I hear mistakes on a lot because learners see that T and they automatically may think t, t. But in phonics, there's a lot of things in English that are not exactly the way they're taught in that phonics form. And the flap T is one of them. So instead of butter, butter. Not later, later. Not city, city. Not water, water. Now let's practice these in some sentences. She got a better idea later. Sounds like a tongue twister, doesn't it? She got a better idea later. It's a little bit of a hassle. It's a little bit of a hassle. They met at a better hotel. They met at a better hotel.
What is a flap T? Listen. T, t. Is this a flap T? No. Flap T is the sound of our tongue hitting our alveolar ridge. D, d. Almost like a D. Very softly. D, d. 원래 T는 T, 터지는 소리인데 in the flap T, D, D. 니엇처럼 완전히 공기 막지는 않고 D, D. 그러면 이 flap T 언제 쓰는 건가요? 바로 vowel, T, vowel. 모음, T, 모음. 예를 들면 water. 두 번째, 그 다음 음절이 세지 않을 때. Here, think about writing. The first syllable is stressed. 첫 음절에 강세 있으니까 T, T 말고 flap T로 writing, writing. Flap T usually happens in the middle of the word or between two connected words, like get it, get it. Flap T is also very common when you have a double T, better. 문장 몇 개를 같이 봅시다. First, I need a glass of water. Water. In water, the first syllable is stressed. Water. The T is also between two vowels. 모음, 모음 사이예요. Water. 리을처럼 가볍게 공기 완전히 막지 않게. Water. Great! It looks a lot better now. In better, the first syllable is stressed. Better. Better. So instead of a strong T, t, better, we say better. It looks a lot better. Wow, the city is so pretty. 여기는 flap T 어디 있을까요? City, pretty. In city, the first syllable is stressed. City. So we have a flap T. C-T 말고 city. City. Pretty. 여기도 첫 음절에 강세가 있습니다. 두 번째 음절 약해요. Pretty. Pretty. 두 번째 음절에 약할 때 보통 flap T. Pretty. Pretty 말고 pretty. I got a little sleep. I got a little sleep. Here, gotta. These are two words, but they blend together. Gotta. Gotta. Here, we don't say got. It sounds very awkward. Another one, little. Little. Here, we don't say little. Instead, little. This is because the first syllable is stressed, and also we have a double T here, which very commonly gives us flap T's. Now, there are some times where we don't use flap T's. Normally, we don't use flap T's when the T is in the beginning or the end of a word. 예를 들면 time, take, cat, seat. We also do not use flap T in front of a stressed syllable, even if there are two T's. For example, attend, return, hotel. Now, even if there are several words together and there's a vowel T vowel, it can blend together to make a flap T. Let's look at some examples. Here's your sweater. Put it on. Put it on. Hey, this is mine. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Cut it out. Cut it out. Usually quickly or briefly, and this is neutral tone. So it can be formal and it can be informal. Now, I hear a lot of mistakes with favorite because it's a really common word that almost all English students know